Hello everybody, it's Mary with Stamps-N-Lingers, and it is Thursday at 2 hours past our normal time, but I had an appointment, I had to do it. I'm just gonna fess up straight up, it was a massage. I haven't had my massages since like February, and it was necessary. So I had to go do it. I'm sorry, and I appreciate you joining in with me. Hey Barbara, hi Lenny, hi Faith, appreciate you coming. Appreciate your patience with me today, but I just really needed that massage. But the good news is the card we're making is so simple and so easy and so not merry that I can't even believe I made it, but I did, and I'm loving them. I don't know if you guys have gotten your new, for those of you who are demonstrators, and I know there's a few on, your new Curvy Christmas and the Quite Curvy bundle with the curvy dies. Those are new now. So demonstrators can order these now. Customers are going to be able to order these on the 3rd of November, and they'll be available through the 4th of January. Now let me just tell you, it's kind of a trick question here. There's like 4 new items. The Quite Curvy bundle, which is Quite Curvy stamp set, which is great. It's not Christmas, okay? You've got 1 in a million, thinking of you makes my day, wishing you the happiest birthday. Happiest of birthdays, hooray for you, made just for you, and the little single sentiment hello. That bundled with the curvy dies for $41.25 is the bundled savings. This actually is a set from the January to June 2021 mini catalog. So there you go. It's kind of fun. It's for demos, it's really fun to get 2 months of sneak peek. But customers, you can get this, like I said, on the 3rd of November, and so you'll be able to play with it for a whole month before the catalog comes out. Okay, and then you'll be able to play with it for the 6 months of the catalog. Okay, so let's put that aside. The other piece is the Curvy Christmas stamp set, and that's what we're going to use today. And it, along with the Classic Christmas 6x6 Designer Series paper, is only available during this promotional period. So for customers, that means from the 3rd of December through the 4th of January, those are the only times you're going to be able to get this. Your stamp set's going to be $21 and then $11.50 for the DSP. Now the DSP is in 3 colors, you can see, and I separated them by designs, I think, maybe. I tried, that was my goal. Whether I achieved it or not remains to be seen, and it would appear that I did not do a very sterling job, but it is in Cherry Cobbler, Shaded Spruce, and, wait for it, the other classic Christmas color, Crumb Cake. So you get a striped set, a kind of hash marked grid, then you get some pine boughs, and then you get stars. So you get all of those designs in those 3 colors, okay? So you're gonna get 48 sheets total for each of the 4 designs in the 4 colors, and that's for $11.50. But again, this and the Curvy Christmas stamp set are only going to be available for the period of the promotion. So for demonstrators, it's now through the 4th of January, and for customers, it's 3 November through the 4th of January. Okay, questions on that? I don't hear anything. Are they double-sided? Yes, they are. You can see that the other side looks like this. So you've got some fronds. I call it, well, these are boughs, I suppose, just not pine boughs. Dots, which is kind of fun. It's kind of handy in the in those 3 colors, because this to me reads as almost as a neutral or as an embossed panel. Okay, and then you have the pine trees on the other side. Pine trees, kind of stylized ones. And then on the other side of the stripes is a kind of artistic grid, okay? So you really get 8 designs total, right, in 3 different colors. Alrighty, so let's put that aside. Now let me show you this card. This, like I said, it's so not merry that I am shocked that 1, I made it, and 2, that I love it. Okay, so I started with, very simple, some of the gold note cards and envelopes. And then I made another panel that I used my Stamparatus to stamp the sentiment, the line of trees, and the little bumblebees stars. Thanks, Amy. I know, everybody is shocked. Sahara Sand, sorry, not Crumb Cake, Sahara Sand. You're right, I'm sorry. But the note card, I mean, heck, the note cards and envelopes are gorgeous all by themselves. If you haven't seen these, cream and gold. Hello, doesn't get a whole lot more elegant than that. And when you add in just a very simple design, and I'm going to show you how to do it with your Stamparatus, which means you can knock them out fast. Okay, so let's do that. This is the front, and then on the inside, I added another panel with the sentiment down in the corner because I thought that was kind of fun. Okay, so let's do it. Let's do it. And this will be on my blog tomorrow, so you don't even need to worry about the very, very short list of cutting instructions for the card cuts. Okay, so you're going to want your Stamparatus all decked out with both of your acrylic panels, assuming that you have them. And what you can actually do is set up both of the curved images, the two, this is the stars, and then you have the trees. And then on the other panel, I've put the May Your Days Be Merry and Bright, and that goes on the front. And then on the inside is Thinking of You at Christmas. Okay, so one thing to note is you're going to use, besides your note cards, you're going to use two different sizes of Very Vanilla. Okay, you have the smaller piece for the front, and then you have a little larger piece for the inner liner. Okay, so 3 5/8 by 4 7/8 for the front, and 4 by 5 1/4 on the inside. So when you're setting up to do your Stamparatusing, yeah, there you go. Hey, Judith, appreciate you joining. Oh no, Karen, you need the curvy set, Julie, I promise. What you want to do is you want to stamp all of your fronts and then stamp all of your innards, okay? So let's do that. So I have my pine trees image first, and then I've also got May Your Days Be Merry and Bright. Okay, now the hardest part of this is magnet management, truly, okay, because you're going to find that they get in your way. So what you want to do to start with, even though I've already got it done, is find where you want to start putting your panels. So I like to stay away from the corner, especially with these longer images. If I'd put this right in the corner, I would be stuck with the edge of that image right on the edge of the card, and I didn't want that. I wanted it to go over top. So place your panel, determine where it's going to be, and so what I know, these are the things I know, is that the left side of my panel is going to be on that line. So I could cut 10 of these and boom, 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 just put every single one right back here, pushed up against the top with the left side there, and I could just knock them out. Quick as a bunny, okay? I mean, you're talking about fast Christmas cards, okay? So let's start. Now that I've said that, I'm going to screw it up, I'm certain. Okay, so I'm going to take my shaded spruce, and I'm just going to tap, tap, tap my trees image. And I am going to put one magnet up here at the top, okay? So I've got my trees stamped or inked, and I'm just going to give them a push like that and pick them up. And it's a good image, so I don't need to do anything else. And then I'm going to take my cherry cobbler and ink up my sentiment, which is May Your Days Be Merry and Bright. And then I'm going to pull it down like that. And see, that's where I was talking about the magnet management. So just move that magnet down, and then we're going to stamp right there like that. And while I have it there and handy, and then I'm going to find somewhere where I put the little block with the little stars. Hang on a minute, I'll find it. I put it somewhere. I'm certain I put it somewhere. Oh, yeah, I put it away. While I have it there, I don't need my Stamparatus, but what I did is I took two of the little tiny star images and I put them both on this block, see? And I'm just going to take some bumblebee and stamp right next to the sentiment like that. And then I'm going to pick this one up and I'm going to set it aside and put the next one in. I'm just going to make two today, but you can see how easy this would be to make as many as you wanted, right? So again, with the shaded spruce to ink up my trees. Image is good, so I don't need to do another one. Cherry cobbler. gold note cards and envelopes, Julie. They're the ones with the shimmery gold envelopes. Ooh, pretty. And I did nothing to them. They are beautiful all by themselves, okay? So you don't need to do anything else. Magnet management, move that down to like there. Give a little push. And then we'll add our stars in Bumblebee, just like that. And our fronts are done, okay? So I'm gonna put those to a side, and then we're gonna do our innards. We're gonna do the innards. Now, what I did is I set it up so that it would be at the same spot, thereby making my life much easier. Flip my panels around, which is where the Stamparatus shines. I've now got four stamps on these two things, and all I have to do is turn them over and I'm ready to go. So to make multiples of a card, this is the bomb. I've turned this side over as well so that I have the stars image out. I'm going to ink it with Bumblebee ink. And we're going to stamp, I'm going to put my magnet. I'm going to stamp. Every once in a while I think it's fun to put stuff in a place that people don't expect it, i.e. in the corner. And then I'm going to take my cherry cobbler and ink up my Thinking of You at Christmas, but I'm going to move my magnet down to there. Okay. And I'd like a little more darkness on the T, so I'm just going to restamp. Again, where the Stamparatus shines. Okay, I'm going to set that aside, get my second piece, line it up, put the top at the top, the left edge at my marked spot, and then I'm going to do it again. Do it again. Did you see that? All of a sudden, me and my hands didn't talk to each other. Was that weird or what? Yeah, that was weird. That was weird. Okay, and then cherry cobbler for the sentiment. Hey, Linda. Oh, thank you. That is so cool. I appreciate that. Appreciate you telling me that. And then cherry cobbler for our sentiment. Okay, now imagine you could just knock out 10 more of these. So how many of you go out and you buy a box of Christmas cards and they're just flat and they've got a photoed image or a cartoon painted image or whatever, and there's like 700 boxes of them there, and so you know that like 3 million of those are going out, and they cost a fortune. They're not cheap. I'm sorry, but they're not. So you could just get this set, knock out 10 or 15 or 25, however many you need, and be done with it. And it's unique and it's yours, and you have sent something really cool for Christmas. Okay, now I am going to close my ink pads before I do something stupid, like put my big hand right in my ink pad. I'm not saying I've ever done that, but I've totally so done that. And then I'm going to pick this up off of the Stamparatus and set it aside. I'm thinking what I might do is I may make a whole set of these to send as gifts. I think this would be a great gift. Okay, now we're just going to put it together. Now, you could, if and you wanted to, okay, you could actually, you should use the front on the front. You could use liquid glue or Stampin' Seal and put those down. But you know me, and so you know what I'm putting these on with, right? I'm sure you know. Surely you know. Don't call me Shirley. Yeah, I know that you know. You know that I know that you know what I'm using. That's correct. Dimensionals. Because I just think it adds a little touch of fun. It's still plenty thin enough, as in not thick, to mail with, I believe, regular postage. And as soon as I get, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take one of my samples. Watch this. I'm gonna weigh this for you, because that is how much I like you guys, and I want you to buy this so that you can make these for yourself. This is 0.9 ounces. So wait, that's not even right, because I had 2 envelopes. This 0.6 ounces. So this is a single stamp mailing envelope, and yet it's gorgeous, right? God, it's gorgeous. Now, agreed, there are no linen double bows, but I suppose, and this is almost blasphemous, but I suppose it's possible that not every card needs a linen thread double loop bow. I don't know. Unlike my banana chocolate chip bread that is currently in the oven, where the last instruction is, before you put it in the oven, sprinkle top with more mini chocolate chips if desired. If desired, who would say, no, I don't want any more chocolate chips? No, no, no. 3/4 of a cup is plenty. I don't need any more chocolate chips. If that's you, just unfriend me and really, I mean really. Where would I put the linen bow? I don't even know. All right, so now we're just going to center this up as best as we can between those little fleur-de-doodles and make it straight. And then we will use some seal on the inside, but not on there like that. Good Lord. Here, we're gonna just use some seal like this. And there we go. I'm not usually a tone-on-tone person, but I have to tell you, this is making my heart very happy. This card is making my heart very happy. She needs to take the, no, 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 no. Trust me. No. How about the, well, you know what? I did. I left like a handful of chips in the bottom of the bag. That was all, but I had totally covered it. I'm going to post a picture of my bread before it went in because it was completely covered with the mini chocolate chips. I was like, come on, who wouldn't put those on there? She doesn't know, which is why it doesn't have one. There, that's actually probably valid, Julie. No, no, it isn't. I was trying to create something that you guys could recreate easy peasy. Ooh, and you know what I'll do when I post this? I'm going to post the per card price. If you bought everything straight up that I've used here, I'll put the per card price on there, and then you guys will be able to compare it to buying cards, right? But you got to remember, if you buy 3 ink pads, if you didn't have these, if you bought these, it's not like you're going to use them for this card and then throw them away, right? Or the Stamparatus, you're going to have the Stamparatus forever, and you'll have the stamp set. And so it's going to be kind of a poor comparison, because when you send a pack of cards from the grocery store, once you send them, that's done. And I haven't priced one of those in a long time, but I'll bet you they're 15, 18 bucks for 10, and they're not always very pretty, and they always have kind of goofy sentiments sometimes. Okay, so we'll put this in here. Now imagine how quickly, let's see, what did it take me? It is now 3:20, almost 3:20. I've done some yakking and I spent some time showing you some stuff. So I made 2 cards in about 10 minutes. So if you were really going in your assembly line, you'd be done, because, oh, by the way, I'm done. There it is. That's all it is right there. And now you can write your note in there. You've even got, because it's only 0.6 ounces, you could put a photo in there. You could put your family picture in, and I'll bet you'd still be under the single stamp. And it's not thick at all. So good and good. Done and done. All right? I appreciate you guys giving me the time to go get my massage today, and I hope I will see you on Saturday at 7 on my Facebook page for another live. I have no idea what we're going to do that day, but we're going to do something. And if you have any questions about this Quite Curvy variety pack, I should tell you that. You can actually buy the whole bundle for $70.50, and that gets you the Quite Curvy stamp set and the dies, which is the one that goes through the next catalog, and the Curvy Christmas stamp set and designer series paper. Okay, so that gets you all of it, and you get a nice 10% savings. Okay, now I'm really going to let you go. Okay, thanks guys. Have a great rest of your week. Appreciate you. Bye.